how are you? Good, sir. Very supportive. Yeah, I know. He looks also young.
Yes, of course.
I hope we all are also young.
He looks very young.
सर नमस्ते
ऑर्डर की जरूरत नहीं सर हम लोग लेके जाएंगे
Good morning, everyone. From Doda office, and myself, Alumnus, a PhD scholar from the Department of Health Sciences and Environmental Health. I'm very happy to the distinguished Alumnus Awards IITR University presented by the Calm is life. I request all the awards and distinguished guests to kindly join the flag ceremony to honor the 178-year legacy of our
Last time we had a lunch together. One of actually other is in time. ये बहुत हो गया वो कहते हैं कि सेक्रेटरी साहब मेरा ठीक है दूसरा है Who won that?
Director IIT Professor Gideon.
जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान जन जीवन प्रसाद उठाकर सेतु बांध भूखंड जुड़ाकर जन जीवन प्रसाद उठाकर सेतु बांध भूखंड जुड़ाकर अंतरिक्ष में ज्ञान उड़ाकर नवयति विद्या संस्थान जयति जयति विद्या जीवन नित अर्पित धरा सपट में मोदित मुँह पर लाता स्वर्ण विहार जयति जयति विद्या नई प्रेरणा से दीपित मन नव सपनों से हर्षित लोचन जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान इन गिरिशृंगों से अभिनंदित गंगा जल करके गलगान जयति जयति विद्या जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान जयति जयति विद्या संस्थान.
I'm sure that the colleague must have triggered all the. Now, I request that.
Professor
MBA awardees and their families, and esteemed faculty members of IIT. A warm and sincere welcome to our distinguished guests and esteemed awardees, whose presence today truly enriches the momentous occasion. I am pleased to share that for the year 2024 and 25, 13 Distinguished Alumni Awards, 1 Distinguished Young Alumnus Award, and 2 Outstanding Service Awards have been announced. So basically the awards are announced in the 3 categories, and there are a few sub-categories also, reflecting the truly global impact of our alumni community. The Distinguished Alumnus Award, it honors outstanding achievements in academia, professional excellence, entrepreneurship and management, service to society and humanity. The Distinguished Young Alumnus Awards, they celebrate exceptional young awardees every year, while the Outstanding Service Awards, they recognize individuals who have significantly contributed to strengthening the IIT Roorkee's academic, research and development ecosystem. Nominations for these awards are invited from alumni across the world, almost in December. So IIT Roorkee Alumni Connect Network has been expanding steadily, reflecting the collective commitment of our global alumni. Our distinguished alumni, they play a pivotal role in fostering the engagement and sustaining the strong relationship we cherish with the Institute. We are thankful to our distinguished alumni for their effort towards the Institute. This year has seen several generous contributions from our alumni batches, reflecting their continued commitment for their alma mater. First of all, Power Grid Corporation of India donated rupees 21 crore for developing 3 centers of excellence at Institute Computer Center. And Power Grid Corporation comes under Ministry of Power. I will not speak beyond that. Alumni has supported the Institute's health sector through an ultrasound machine, Arogya-Tech advanced health monitoring system, and high-tech ambulance for the Institute hospital. Because we all know Roorkee does not have that much medical facility outside the campus of within the city. So our alumni are supporting us. The donation of e-cards to improve the campus facility is also under consideration. The canopy for the Lal Bahadur Shastri Stadium. I hope when we come next time, we will find a stadium or two stadium or an airport type canopy, because the task has been given to somebody who is developing few airports in India, just like Bangalore Airport. So the canopy and the 175-year commemorative gate are expected to be completed soon, maybe just start of next year, and efforts are underway to construct a 120-room alumni guest house, and also a foot-over bridge across the Hardwar Road connecting 2 parts of the IITR campus. Several wings in the hostels have also been renovated through the alumni service. The Bureau of it proudly organizes alumni jubilee reunions, cherished milestones that mark an emotional homecoming for our alumni from the 10-year Tin Jubilee. So we have conducted the 10-year Jubilee. So the students were very happy for that. To the esteemed 65-year Blue Sapphire Jubilee. So you can imagine 65-year Jubilee means they all are almost of the age of 90 years. So that was a memorable opportunity to reconnect with the Institute and relive treasured memories. Last year we have done 14 Jubilees. so we are just almost matching the count which we have last year. I once again extend my sincere congratulations to all our distinguished alumnus awardees and convey my heartfelt appreciation for their remarkable contribution and steadfast support to the IITR community. Your achievements stand as a source of pride and inspiration, motivating our future generations, students, and further enhancing the global reputation of our alma mater. Thank you all. Namaskar.
Thank you, Professor Garg. Fun to address the gathering.
Welcome to this earlier known as University of Roorkee and now IIT Roorkee, situated in the land of Devbhoomi, Uttarakhand, and it has its own beauty, heritage, and when we talk about the institute, the number one in Asia in terms of its engineering and number two in the world, right when it was installed. So having said that, our respected chairman, Sri B.V.R. Mohan Reddy ji, he has always supported us, encouraged us, and because of his inspiration, we are here and achieving the milestones towards the Viksit Bharat 2047. This is one of the steps, right, where we are always thinking that how IIT Roorkee can be brought among the top 200 institutes of the world under this QS ranking. He is one of the pillars who is supporting us and guiding us up and on. Professor U.K. Singh, who is always anchoring throughout my journey here as a deputy director, and he has also contributed along with the Dora, who is sitting Professor R.D. Garg, and because of his constant efforts and finding out the best and distinguished our alumni who are spread all around the world out of 52,000 in different areas, whether we talk in terms of science and research, where we talk about the contribution towards the society, or when we talk about the skilled leadership, he has shortlisted and finding out the best of the best or cream of the churn cream, which has finally come for the year 24-25. Thank you, Professor Garg, for this. And all the faculty colleagues, those who are sitting head of the departments, and most important is that our award, distinguished alumni awardees, which we are calling, along with their spouses, family members. Once again, my heartfelt thanks to all those who have come from all around the world and gracing the occasion. Having said that, when we talk about our alumni, we are proud of all the alumni. Awards are different, but at the same time, their contribution to the nation, their contribution to the globe. When we talk about the concept of sustainability related to the science and engineering, related to the leadership, or related to their excellence in terms of the community service, our alumni are always proud, and we always proud of all of them, and we always salute them for their contributions throughout their journey since they have passed out from the institute. IIT Roorkee or University of Roorkee, if you look at the achievement over the years, lot of things we are doing now. Some of you may be very old at that time, and there were only the traditional branches of science and engineering when we talk, then these are only 5 or 6. But now if you see how the science and engineering along with management and the community connection, and in total we call it STEM here now, it's very, very important, and where we also take care of the diversity, equity, inclusion and women empowerment. So with this concept, we have now 23 departments, so you may be surprising that all branches of science and engineering, and not only these departments were undergrad programs, so 17 undergrad programs are there in the campus. Every year 1,353 undergrad students who are selected from JEE exam, all of you know that. So this is one of the numbers. And besides that, we have now equal number of PhD students and the master students, postgraduate students are coming. So in total, if you look at now the strength of the students in the campus is 11,000. So it's again now the number that you can see that how the things are changing exponentially, because science and technology is changing, and we have to bring the technology within the country, and we inculcate those kind of mindset of a startup, setting a startup with the knowledge, and that is the role of alumni is very, very important in terms of mentoring them, and the job is being done very, very successfully, either through in person or through online mode or hybrid mode. The things are being done, and I am thankful to all the alumni in that regard. When we talk about the departments, 23 departments, as I said, besides that, the centers are also equally important, because the role of center is to encourage the science and engineering and bring out more and more funds and develop the technologies within the country along with the engineering and the management department, and that's why now we have 9 centers who are working in these areas along with the center of excellences, which are 11 center of excellences again working in diversified areas. Centers like space science and technology, centers like when you talk about dam safety and design, centers like semiconducting mission, centers like when we are talking about 5G, 6G technology. So today, Professor R.K. Upadhyay, who is also our alumni, he is inaugurating that center. So I think the things are moving in the right direction, and we have to work for that more and more with the support of our alumni. We talk in terms of our ranking also, because that is also part of, right, in total I don't count the numbers, but sometimes this is required just to see where we are around the globe. So if you look at in the country now, there are 23 IITs, and it's a highly competitive environment, and we are always maintaining ourselves number 6, right, among the top institutes. So that is also I think a good milestone. But we would like to see more and more up, right, without counting the numbers, but because of our hard work, because of our passion for the design and bringing the technologies within the institute, and finally the concept of vocal for local and then vocal for global. This is the motto which I always talk, and we have to work for that, and our students are working in that direction. Faculty members and mentors are supporting, and I think that is also very, very important for the development of the nation or the globe. Achieving the sustainability towards that, right, by developing the novel technology, utilizing these kind of, right, different areas which are coming up, 5G, 6G, quantum communication and technology, and several other areas, and we are looking forward. So if you look at in total the QS ranking, we are now in 339. We have 365, that was the 2 years before, now 339, and this is where we are looking forward by Viksit Bharat, where we are talking about women empowerment and 50% participation of the women also in the campus through science engineering, through humanities, social science, and whatever the ways the contribution is there in terms of the number of faculty members or the PhD students or the scientists or researcher in the campus. We are looking in terms of the diversity in that behalf, on that behalf. We look at in terms of the Asian ranking also, we are 114, which is equally good. And sustainability is very, very important, because the rankings are given based on that, and we would like to come. In India, we are in number 3 in terms of the sustainability, because this is very, very important area where we have to focus, because in globe, when you look at, we are 352 in terms of the sustainability ranking. So I think that is where I would require the support from alumni. How can we bring, right, the concept of sustainability within the campus, and the whatever the different, right, trust areas to bring the sustainability, which is very important. And in the India, how can we achieve those kind of, right, milestones by bringing this concept of sustainability and develop the, right, whatever talk about green campus, how to get rid of the waste, how can we minimize the waste, how can we have the green and sustainable energy in the campus, and all the other things which are required for the sustainability. I think we have to work hard for that. We have the active participation in terms of our quantum mission, artificial intelligence for the physical systems, that's very important, and we are constantly working with different ministries, and that is again our area, that how artificial intelligence can be applied for disaster related issues, like disaster mitigation and management. We have an integrated center on this, and how can we utilize it for the agriculture, because that is again very, very important in this Uttarakhand area itself. And when you talk about the Hindu-Himalayan belt, not only in Uttarakhand, but Uttarakhand, Himachal, Jammu, and the northeast part. So I think we have to work on these areas where the artificial intelligence can be utilized for the physical system, like sustainable agriculture and water management, because this is also water is precious, and all of you know that the only 3% of the water, potable water, is available around the globe, and we need to find out the way by developing the technology for the zero waste water discharge, like zero waste and zero water discharge. So circular economy and achieving these kind of sustainability concept, all 17 goals which have been given by UNDP in 2014. I think we should work on that, and the security of food, energy and water this nexus should be solved simultaneously, which we call FEWQ, and that nexus is again where our students, our faculty members, and all of you alumni have to work together so that we can bring this kind of concept for the sustainability within the country. We have the National Supercomputing Mission also, which is working hard and towards the cyber security also with the support of Ministry of Power and one of our alumni who is sitting here now that is supporting. So we thank him also and all the other alumni those who are supported directly or indirectly for this kind of mission. So sustainable innovation including millet-based edible straws, eco packaging and biodegradable tableware, that is mitti se mitti tak, that is cradle to cradle approach we are following, and those kind of R&D activities are being set up here within the campus. And you know that we have 3 campuses. One is the main campus here and Saharanpur campus where 3 departments of masters and PhDs are running, and one more campus which is in Greater Noida, which is mainly for a kind of the capacity and capability building, right? And we are working a lot of for the skill development programs in that area, and also looking some center of excellence on green hydrogen, disaster related, right? How can we get rid of those disasters? So training with the industry and academia industry collaborations, and that is where we would like to have the support in order to develop these kind of activities at our Greater Noida campus, and new tools like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science and digital twin, which is very, very important, and we are working in these areas, and again we would like to have the support from all the alumni. So I congratulate to all the awardees because this is the today's occasion, our foundation day, 25th November, where we invite all the distinguished alumni and just the success stories we share, and we also just learn from them that what should be done for the future and what direction we should move. So your encouragement, your experience always matters for us. So I congratulate all the distinguished alumni because their vision, their thought process and their whatever the support for the young generation, how to mentor them, is very, very important. I am thankful to all the alumni, those who are here sitting and those who are not here but listening us, maybe through online or offline mode, or we will just convey the message to them also. So I always feel that our alumni have made their mark across the industries and continents, and they have built a kind of the companies, they have built the advanced science research, and they have transformed the public service, strengthened our institution, and inspired countless young minds with their knowledge, with the depth of experience. And I am really grateful to all the alumni. I congratulate all the distinguished alumni for this, for coming here and sparing their valuable time. IIT Roorkee has now 260 startups also, and where also I would like to have the involvement of the alumni because their experience, those who are from industry, those who have the leadership skill, and how can we just bring these startups to the finally the TRL 9 and then commercialize it. So that is again very, very important where now there are the academy, industry, partnership and a lot of funding schemes like RDI scheme through ANRF, which is there, where the industrial partnerships, the support from ministry, and it is 2+2 type internationalization and also being done. So I think we would like to have the support from there. And all 52 faculty members, they have their own startup, they are also working hard. We have a Bhudev, which is basically a kind of sensor for early detection of earthquake warning. And there I think again for the semiconducting, because that semi-fab lab, where we need to develop these kind of sensors also within the country. So I would like to have, because the Center for Space Science and Technology, that Center for Photonics and Quantum Communication. So with these support centers and other departments, I think I would like to have some fabrication centers, maybe in the Uttarakhand itself, or somewhere in the Saharanpur campus, some startup related activities which can be propagated and the support of the alumni. So once again, on behalf of the institute, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the award recipients, and I'm sure that your journey continue to inspire many more and illuminate the lead in the way. And I thank you once again for coming here. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words and for sharing the major achievements of our institute. Yes, Shri B.V.R. Mohan Reddy ji to address the gathering.
K.K. Pant, Professor U.P. Singh, Professor R.D. Garg, our heads of departments, faculty. I also see a few young student faces, and most importantly, the distinguished Alumni Award winners. Good morning to all of you. We all gather here to celebrate and honor the achievements of the finest ambassadors this great institution has produced in the last several decades. Some of them have been there for a while. And certainly, I think there are three different categories of awards: Distinguished Alumni Awards, for what you've achieved, also for the services you've rendered, the Outstanding Services Awards, and we also have a Distinguished Young Alumni Awardee too, is one of them today in the gathering. If you look at the, I think 18 people who have, or 17 people who have been recognized this time, you'll find several lessons for all of us. People can excel being in different continents. People can excel being in different industries. They excelled being in different technologies. Equally excelled in terms of being in different sectors, different disciplines. When I looked at the pictures and what was described below them, one of the things came to my mind. They're also excelling across generations. 1972 up to all the way to our young friend, the lighting age. They did not go to the year that I graduated. They put it, I was senior most among them. I'm very proud of that. Thank you. All of you embody the spirit and the values that this institution has been built for 170 years. And there was a tremendous amount of effort that goes on by the director, the director, various deans, faculty, just not for their now, but more importantly, to be there for the time. It's just not faculty. And the rest of the non-teaching faculty staff who also work extensively to build this particular institution. And what I feel so delighted is that all of you award winners embody and the values of this great institution. I was looking at each one of your profiles. To me, the achievements are not my certainly, Indian economy is raising at an unprecedented, with an unprecedented momentum. 7% GDP growth, fifth largest economy, great physical prudence, GST collections at the highest, the inflation at its lowest, many other things. So we couldn't be having better time than what we have today. They not only are the fifth largest economy in the world, but hopefully very soon we'll see ourselves to be the third largest economy in the world. Possibly even earlier than 2030 when we grow to become a $7 trillion economy. And hopefully we'll also become a $30 trillion economy by 2047, realizing the dreams of every Indian in terms of making sure that truly India becomes Viksit Bharat, or a developed nation. I think there are three things that requires to be there for this transformation. The first one is India has to have a world-class education and research. To me, that's a very important thing. The second one is we need to have innovation entrepreneurship. And the third one is that technology leadership has to come to India. It's not just talking about it, in reality it has to be there. So therefore, I think what we have as challenge ahead of us for IIT Roorkee is that we should participate quite extensively in this journey, our national journey of becoming a developed nation. For IIT Roorkee to meaningfully contribute to this journey, I'll just call out very briefly 3 priorities to me, which are consistent with what I talked about, the transformation that are required. The first one is on the strong academia industry co-creation. I just want to highlight this word, co-creation and not collaboration. To me, collaboration is very tactical, whereas co-creation to me is very strategic. There's no denying NEP 2020, which was the National Education Policy 2020, which came up in 2020, of course, got implemented in several forms and shapes, bits and pieces, by different institutions. Certainly, IIT Roorkee is in the leading edge, but still, we require a lot more to be done. I think what we require is that this interface between industry and academia has to become much more stronger, because the technology is changing at such a rapid pace. The requirement for graduating engineers is also changing. So unless the education institutions understand what the requirements of the industry are, how do you produce them? So therefore, the interface that has to be there has to become stronger. We have to produce today engineers who are just not ready for the role, but ready for future. Because the future is going to be far different, and people who have the vision to see the future are more the academicians more than the industry. We also need to have people who are capable in emerging technologies. When I say capable in emerging technologies, I also keep saying, I don't know what the emerging technologies are like. If you ask me, is future going to be different? My answer is yes, and yes, and a yes. But what is the future like? I don't know. So what is that we need to do is to make sure that every student is capable of facing this particular challenge of change. The ability to constantly critically think, to constantly learn, relearn, upskill themselves is what will make the difference for this nation. So therefore, we also need, the third one I'll also like to call out, is that we need to have solution providers. We don't require any more of the bookish knowledge. Bookish knowledge, enough has gone by at this point of time. So therefore, can we create engineers? Can we build engineers? Can we train engineers who can be solving real-world problems? So the first one that I keep saying as my first priority is deep structural collaboration, deep structural co-creation between academia and industry. So therefore, what we need to do is co-design curriculum. We create joint research labs. We produce industry-embedded projects. Actually, in one of the IITs where I also provide leadership, every MTech project is now being dictated by the industry. A project which is an MTech thesis has to be defined by the industry. Internship allied to future skills. We're making that also a mandatory stuff. And we need to have these practitioners who are in the industry to visit the academia. So therefore, my first priority is to make sure that IIT Roorkee must become a national benchmark for producing industry-ready engineers and co-creating solutions with the industry. Let me move on. What's my second priority? My second priority is what I keep calling as translational research. I've talked about it extensively across several institutions. The challenge that I always see, I'm from the corporate world, let me say that. I've spent a little over 50 years in the corporate world, but last 15 years has also been in the academic world. I've been chairing the board of IIT Hyderabad for 14 long years now. So I do spend time in the education institutions, and what we find is that tremendous amount of research being done, world-class research in some areas, and some areas which Professor Pant called out. But then what happens is the research remains as research, limited to laboratories. It doesn't move thereafter into markets. So therefore, what India needs is technology which should ensure that this so-called research, which typically in technology parlance they call them as technology readiness of 3 or 4, that's where they produce and that's where they stop, has to go all the way to about technology readiness level 7 or 8, TRL 7 or 8, which means that they become products, they become solutions, they have a social impact. That's what we need to do. So therefore, we're trying to promote, and Professor Pant as well as Professor UP Singh, both of them are working very intensely, is to create a translational research office. Because the professors may not be ready to take them all the way to TRL 7 or 8, so therefore we'll create a set of people, an office, an interface into the industry, which we are calling it as TRL, Translation Research Office, which we actually, pardon me, but I'm also involved with IIT Kanpur, so therefore I set it up in IIT Kanpur already. We are doing this work ahead of times. We'll do the same thing here in IIT Roorkee too. We need to also make sure we understand what the market is, what is competition, constantly do the technology mapping, a clear IP and licensing framework, and industry participation at every stage. So therefore, my second priority is moving from TRL 3 to TRL 7 or 8, where real value is created. IIT Roorkee must lead India to build a culture where research reaches the market and impact reaches the society. My third priority, very dear to my heart, is startups and innovation. India today puts out 1 million people every month for jobs in India. Effectively, it means that we put out 10 million people or 1 crore of people for net new jobs every year. Given that God-given gift of demographic dividend, this will happen for several more years to come. It's not going to stop tomorrow. So there is enormous amount of need for this nation to create jobs. And these jobs need to be in a fairly larger range. And there's enough evidence around the world to say the net new jobs, 60% of net new jobs created in any country are not by large corporations. 60% get created by the small, medium, and micro industries. So we need more amount of startups. And those startups can come only because of innovation. And that innovation is breeding in this particular campus extensively. You heard Professor Pant talking all about the areas that we are focusing on, whether it's semicon, it's 6G, clean technology, mobility, all of them are futuristic technologies. And that's where the students are involved. But I think the students have to take that on to further convert it into startups. We did talk about 265 startups in IIT Roorkee. To me, too small. We have something called the T-Hub in Hyderabad. I'm the founder of T-Hub 2, and we have 2,000 of them under one roof at this point of time. That's the scale that we require. Look at it differently. We have 135 billion people in this country. So if we want to really go back to that number of 1 crore of jobs, 10 million jobs, and there are definitely technologies which are there in this campus, which are the leading edge, which are called out, whether it's AI, semicon, clean tech, digital. And I think the key thing that we also need to think about is that the faculty has also to be promoted, have to be encouraged to lead these startups. And then, students will then create the spin-offs. We should definitely inculcate this mindset of risk-taking, experimentation, and product building with our students. So somehow I'm not still being very successful. Um, the students' mindset still seems to be more on job seeking, especially in the IITs. You see far different from the non-IIT fraternity. But I think we need to drill that more deeper into people, that they need not be all the time job seekers, but they should encourage to create jobs. This is the strongest contribution IIT Roorkee can make to India's economic future. Moving on, as I said, I read through all the 14 of distinguished alumni awardees this morning, their resumes. 17 of them are in all, but 3 of them are not present physically here. And what came to my mind is truly all these 17 of them reflect what IIT Roorkee has done, continues to do, and also the priorities I've set up at this point of time. So look at the list, not necessarily in any priority order that I have. We have people who came from the corporate world, who contributed so extensively, whether it is SAIL, whether it's BHEL, or it's the UP Metro, Mr. Vinod Kumar, Mr. Jayaprakash Srivatsav, Dr. Rajiv Gautam, and Professor Gaurav Sharma. So also is that people who have done extraordinary research and then converting that more into impact. That's basically what I call as translation research. We have Professor Krishna Reddy and Professor Gaurav Sharma. And I called out so extensively about innovation and entrepreneurship, where you require more amount of startups to come by. And for startups to take shape, we need money. And there are venture capitalists like Karthik Reddy here, who've been recognized today, and Mr. Amit Garg, the startup community represented by Amit Garg, Rishi Das, and Hituraj Singh. And of course, alumni have done extensive amount of work in terms of making what IIT Roorkee is at this point of time. So there continue to be several people who contribute not just in giving back, and certainly I think Pradeep Kumar Tapse was very generous in giving back to the institution, but equally important is encouraging others, whether it's Pana IIT or North American IIT Roorkee chapter, Vipin Kumar and Pradeep Kumar, who helped us build what we are. Not necessarily the last, but most importantly, I like to also call out the people who actually are architecting the Viksit Bharat, the people who draw the policy, who encourage us and put the right directions for ensuring that it becomes true. So let me acknowledge that we recognize today Mr. Pankaj Agarwal, the Energy Secretary, Union Energy Secretary, who has done so well so far and continues to support this institution. So congratulations to all the awardees this morning. Let's join our hands to congratulate them one more time. So in closing, what I would like to say is to the faculty, you shape the minds, you continue to shape the minds, and you have to shape the minds of people who lead this country. To the alumni, you achieved enormously. You elevated IIT Roorkee tremendously, and certainly I think we need more amount of your support. More support not necessarily just in terms of finances, but in terms of kind. In terms of mentorship, in terms of your ability to influence policy which can help our students, your ability to give us market research, your ability to ensure that we have sound products coming out of IIT Roorkee. And to the students who are sitting here, the key thing that I keep talking about is dream boldly, dream big. That's what is the opportunity in front of us. And then the other thing is embrace new technologies. Don't go back to the same thing which has been done in the past. Copycatting is not entrepreneurship in my view. Take risks and most importantly uphold the values. So IIT Roorkee has played an extremely important role in the 178 years of history. We've seen enormous amount of contribution, not necessarily to start with in the bridges and the canals, but what we now see is in semiconductor, AI, data analytics. So what we need to do is together, the distinguished alumni, the faculty, the students, all of them, we need to write the next chapter of IIT Roorkee. And what do we need to do as next chapter is that we need to create an industry-ready talent. We need to definitely bring about more amount of translation research and an innovation ecosystem that will power India to be a $30 trillion industry by 2047. Thank you very much and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your gracious words and for inspiring everyone present here.
Manoj Kumar to read the citation of Dr. Vinod Kumar.
Of Dr. Vinod Kumar. Dr. Vinod Kumar received the BE, ME and PhD degrees in Metallurgical Engineering from University of Roorkee in 1983, 85 and 91 respectively. Dr. Kumar joined R&D Center for Iron and Steel, a corporate R&D of Steel Authority of India Limited SAIL in 1991 after completing all his profession education from University of Roorkee. Before retirement, he worked as Chief General Manager Product, looking after special steel development activities across SAIL steel plants. Currently, as technical consultant to CBMM Sojis, he is actively involved in the area of alloy design and processing of cost-effective niobium microalloyed steels. Dr. Kumar has more than 30 years of rich industrial R&D experience in alloy design and development, structure properties correlation, processing of special steels for various applications, and thermomechanical simulation studies. He has played a leading role in the development of several special steels for divergent needs of the country, be it defense, energy, railways, oil and natural gas transportation, earth moving or engineering, white goods or construction. It is my pleasure and privilege, and also on behalf of the Indian Institute of Technology Roorkee, to honor Dr. Vinod Kumar with the Distinguished Alumnus Award of 2024 in the category of Excellence in Engineering or Technology Innovation. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request Chairman BLG sir and Director sir to present the award to Dr. Vinod Kumar. We request
Congratulations.
मेरा ट्रांस खराब हो जाएगा सब सामने
Now we would like to have collaboration on green steel also.
Yes, no, we are done. Yes, there's a priority.
सर एक फोटो हो जाए सर
Director IIT, Professor Singh, Deputy Director, Professor Gar, Dean of Research and Alumni Associations. Once again, very good morning to you all. It is always a pleasure to be back to this Salma matter. See, when I entered here 46 years back in 79, the same campus, same, just I was talking to him also, same line is still maintained, though a lot of development has taken place over the period. So this is my honor and privilege to receive this Distinguished Alumnus Award, from your own alma mater. This always, for me, this is not just an award, this is more of a love and affection from your own institute. Remember, this is more prestigious than any other award that I have received even from the Ministry of Steel, State and other, I always cherish this moment, and when I heard this news actually from our director, I was really, really very happy that I will get another chance to visit this beautiful campus. If you look back, I came here as a 16 years old, young boy from eastern UP, a small city, Azamgarh, from the Hindi belt, and coming here, in this beautiful campus with the British legacy and all those rules and regulations, so much of discipline, which is not there today. You can, we lost actually in the first year and then we tried to catch up. And when we came out, then I decided not to go to industry directly, but to incline actually towards the R&D. and then continued my education in ME and PhD completed in 91, and then directly joined corporate R&D at Steel Authority, where I continued to work till my retirement 2 years back, and I still continuing to support the same cause to the steel industry as a technical consultant. No, entire all these things have been possible only because of the education that I got at this beautiful campus from Department of Metallurgical Engineering, some of my faculties here. I really owe to them. Whatever they taught me, that actually led to the foundation of whatever professionally I could achieve at the Steel Authority of India. We are constantly working the same area of product development. That again gave me the strength actually to carry on whatever I did. And I thank really the selection committee for selecting me for this important award. But the most important what Mr. Reddy was telling just now, that we are missing somewhere between industry and the academia relationship, and this we have also felt actually. Now, what the IITs were supposed to do, to do and support the industry per se, but later on actually it slowly become more of academic research. Now, this is the right time actually to focus more and more towards the industry, collaboration. So whatever MTech and PhD programs are going on, if they can support, some of the topics, maybe, in collaboration with the industry, that will be helpful. And industry will also love to actually, fund them more and more. Like, Power Grid Corporation, Ministry of Power, and this are doing, even from the department of space, ISRO is going to the campus, Though we are, as a 83 batch, we are also supporting a little bit to, Vivek Burma is there, who is looking after our 83 batch, we are contributing. And some programs are going on for, research scholars and all. But that's a very small thing. We have to do more and more actually to bring out this, synergy between industry and academia so that, more fruitful research can come out. And of course, being part of this campus, which is the third oldest engineering college in the world, when there was none in the Britain also, there's always a prestige and honor to be part of this arrangement, So with these few words, but before I end, this will fail in my duty if I don't remember my, friends, family, and my wife sitting here, right, who have been part and parcel of my all ups and downs, as they supported me, whatever I could do actually. And to the faculty, of course, I can't forget them, who actually led the foundation for everything. Thank you very much.
Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department, Professor Akshay Dwivedi, to read the citation of Mr. Jai Prakash Srivastava.
Mr. Jai Prakash Srivastava graduated from University of Roorkee in 1985 with a Bachelor of Degree in Mechanical Engineering. Mr. J.P. Srivastava was Director of Engineering, Research and Development with additional charge of Director of Finance when CFO designated BHEL Maharatna PSU in one of the country's largest engineering and manufacturing enterprise, having a wide and holistic experience of around 39 years at BHEL, spanning almost all product lines across defense, transportation, energy, heavy industrial equipment, oil and gas, and infrastructure segments in domestic as well as export markets. His pioneering efforts in anchoring several technology innovations and engineering initiatives have played a major role in transforming BHEL successfully in all the areas he dealt with. He has made significant transformations and contributions in technology management in the company through technology partnerships, capacity building in form of capital investments, competence development, new product development, and commercial-oriented R&D activities. Shri Srivastava has contributed significantly in international technology indigenization through successful technology absorption, assimilation, and indigenization efforts in the areas of defense and aerospace, gas turbines, compressors, oil and gas, green energy, and coal to chemicals, among others, for stepping up BHEL efforts in achieving a self-reliance for the country in terms of technology. It's a pleasure and privilege for the Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, to honor Mr. J.P. Srivastava with the Distinguished Alumni Award of 2025 in the category of Excellence in Engineering and Technology Innovation. Many congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Now, I will request Chairman BOG, sir, and Director, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And to put the fuel cell.
Yeah, yes.
Green hydrogen mission.
I would request
To all, Chairman Saab, it was a really thrilling speech from your side. Pan Saab, a lot of energy in your speech, sir. Garg Saab and Singh Saab, and all my IIT rookie fraternity. I joined in 1985. At that time, point of time, University of Roorkee and IIT was different. So I was selected in IIT also, not a good rank, 1447 at that point of time. So I went to Kanpur IIT and just asked them कि भाई कोई इंजीनियरिंग की ब्रांच अगर मिल सकती है तो I will stay here. Otherwise I will go to the next one. So I came to Roorkee with mechanical. उस टाइम हम लोग बहुत यंग हुआ करते थे तो कभी इमेजिन नहीं किया था कि लाइफ में जो हम मेहनत करके रुड़की में आए थे उसी तरह की मेहनत जैसे लाइफ में करते रहेंगे तो इतना बड़ा मुकाम आपको हासिल होगा। हम लाइफ में सिर्फ काम करते रहे, जैसा विनोद साहब ने कहा, हमारी जो बेटर हाफ है उन्होंने हमारी फैमिली को पूरा सपोर्ट किया। डॉक्टर नीलम श्रीवास्तव वो भी मेरे साथ आई हुई है। और कब वक्त निकल गया और रिटायरमेंट जो है हमारा 31 दिसंबर 24 में हुआ। जब मैं डायरेक्टर बना एक थोड़ी सी टाइम स्कैरसिटी की एक लिमिट होती है। जब डायरेक्टर्स कोई बनता है किसी भी पब्लिक सेक्टर में 2-3 साल, इससे ज़्यादा अगर किसी का है तो ही इज़ वेरी लकी। तो यू आर हैव टू बी इन अ हरी टू डू वट एवर यू वॉन्ट। सो 2-3 साल में कोई इंजीनियरिंग की एक्टिविटी, R&D की एक्टिविटी, आई थिंक सर with the scientists they are in those thinking lines कि 10-15 साल तो मिनिमम होना ही चाहिए किसी भी R&D एक्टिविटी के लिए। तो you have to be in a run right from start. So इसी वजह से सर रेड्डी साहब, I had given a concept of MRL, that is market readiness level. Any product which is going in the R&D stage has to be seen from several aspects so that when it ultimately the pilot scale development takes place, it should not stop there. It should be at least commercialized, because R&D is a very capital intensive work which requires lot of capital, lot of human resources, lot of energy. And when you convert all these three things into a product, that's a newborn baby. And when a newborn baby is there, I used to tell people that anybody who's been blessed with a baby, he visualizes that baby after 21 years, or maybe, let's say, when he becomes adult or she becomes adult, he should come in the market. He should be accepted in the market. And the market will accept only the ready candidates. There are no charities which are available in the market. Only, let's say, there are few families who can afford to. But otherwise, I'll tell you, as Dr. Vinod has said, much of the people who are coming to IITs, they are the struggling lot. They have struggled in their academics. They have struggled in their career also. So I suppose ये जो रूड़की में हम लोग को मिला है, जो मेहनत करना, जो पैशनेटली किसी चीज़ के पीछे जुट जाना, वो एक हम लोग को एक डिफरेंट कलर देता है।
जब हम लोग सोसाइटी में आते हैं और वो दिखता है कि रुड़की का अगर कोई एलुमनी दिखता है आपको, तो उसमें वो कुछ इनहेरेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स आपको दिखने लगती है कि ये रुड़की का प्रोडक्ट है। इसी के चलते जो आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट एक पीएम इनिशिएटेड अनुभव स्कीम है, उस पर भी मेरा सिलेक्शन हुआ था एंड आई वाज अवॉर्डेड ऑन 18th अगस्त इन विज्ञान भवन। मैं सारी चीज़ों के पीछे मानता हूँ कि जो आपका पैशन है, एक्चुअली आई एम अ बिलीवर ऑफ जो हमने 12th क्लास में पढ़ा है, एनी फिजिकल मैटर इज अ पार्टिकल इन अ वेव। जो हम लोग करते हैं, अगर उसमें ऑलमाइटी कनेक्ट हो जाता है, दैट इज ओनली थ्रू अ वेव, वो उसमें मिरेकल्स होते हैं। तो मैं आपके जो पैशंस हैं, पैशन मतलब आपका जो हेड है और हार्ट है वो एक हो गया। जो आपका हार्ट है उससे आपने पैशन जनरेट किया और जो आपका हेड है वो वेव्स जनरेट करता है। वो जब वेव्स ऑलमाइटी के पास पहुंचती हैं और उसको लगता है कि ये बंदा जो है पैशनेटली काम कर रहा है यहाँ, तो उसको फिर कामयाबी मिलती है। तो मैं इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ फिर से सबको धन्यवाद देता हूँ, रेड्डी साहब को, पंत साहब को, गर्ग एंड सिंह साहब और बाकी सब फ्रेटर्निटी को। थैंक यू सो मच।